new car, new car, new car, new car, new car. Okay. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Laurence Plays. This time we're doing a bit more role reversal. Ordinarily I play as the controller. I think I have done in every video of this so far. But this time we're doing it a little bit differently and I am the prey. Standard game rules apply for this this game. It's supposed to be single shot weapons only from inside the car for the hunters. But if they get out of the car, they can use automatic weapons. Obviously doing that is a risk for them as they have to keep up with me. I can drive away a lot faster than they can run after me, unfortunately. For someone who's used to directing people around the map, I'm finding it very disconcerting not knowing where I am without the map. You don't realise just how useful that is until you stop being able to use it. So for the moment we're just going to drive around and see what's going on. There are currently 5 hunters, although 2 of them are car sharing, so one of them is driving. 4 hunters, as Lobster's just left. But yes, 2 of them are paired up, 1 driving and 1 shooting. Woo! Apart from that, this is going to give us a wanted level, isn't it? That's going to be unfortunate, but I think the speed is worth it. Yep, and there's the wanted level. Let's turn the radio off. That's Eclipse Towers. Oh, if that's Eclipse Towers, then we are near Michael's house. I'm guessing, is that there? Alright, okay, let's see if I can call Lester. This is a good example of why we don't use our phones and drive at the same time, because it's blowing difficult. I'm going to call the wrong person by accident. Oh dear. There we are, Lester. It's good to know this is a Simeon vehicle. We might try and cheekily...
Which one of my skills is required? Okay, so you're in serious trouble,
we might try and
you need my help.
Deliver this
Okay.
vehicle to Simeon, although we'd have to get it resprayed. That's the risky bit. Getting a vehicle resprayed means that I have to go in for effectively a cutscene into a known area. So when I come out, I imagine I'll have just a wall of hunters with machine guns waiting for me, which will be highly inconvenient. That was a police siren, but it's not after me, so I'm guessing it was for someone else. Yeah, so it's definitely under behind me somewhere. Okay, let's just book it and use some straight line speed to put a bit of distance. Actually, straight line speed down this way. I'm not actually a fan of high performance cars. Ooh, that was a hunter. On the grounds that, exactly that, you have a crash, what you're after is survivability. And high speed is great and all. Have they got any tyres? I don't think they have. But I can't drive anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and J doesn't work. Give me a mini with some manoeuvrability. Oh no. Okay, mustn't give them a clear shot. So if they take out a tyre, this is what happens to me usually, is I lose a single tyre, can't get away, and just get destroyed. Okay. The advantage I have here is that I just have to keep going. I don't have to follow anything or keep sight of anyone. Are they behind me? Not sure. Whereas they have to follow instructions and keep pace with me. So I can just think about where I need to go next. Oh, that was bad. I don't have to worry about anything else. I would like to change vehicle. Let's change here. This is a risky change, not going to lie. We know they were right behind us. So they're going to come whipping up that road probably any second now. But I think that risk paid off. I think it was worth it. Now, where are they likely to be? That's the question. So, as the controller, when the hunters start to get spread out, especially when there's this many of them, oh, this is a very slippy car. There's one. As they get spread out, it becomes very, very hard to keep giving the necessary string of instructions. There's only so many. You can only speak so fast and be coherent. And that's where it gets very, very challenging. So as the controller, I find it very difficult when basically this happens and you have people spread out. So you've got one person screaming at you for more help, which is fair and reasonable. If they need help to get onto the prey and get ready to shoot them. But whilst you're giving them instructions, somebody else is not getting any. That was, I think, Paul in his trademark White Infernuses. Let's go this way. I want to find the highway and go on it and off it a lot, because that's an absolute nightmare to explain as the controller. Yes. Yeah, there are a handful of things which, as the controller, is very, very difficult to communicate to the hunters. Anything off-road, if you sort of think about that, it's, oh, that was unfortunate. Let's get going again. Someone's shooting at me, I don't know where from. Okay, so that's the beach. Actually, no, let's go this way. There's a way onto the highway up here, I remember this. And it's not there. It is there. Okay, so what we're going to do is get them to come along here, and then we're going to hopefully... Oh, that's a tyre gone. That's unfortunate. Loss of tyre is probably going to be the end game here for us. Not quite how I envisioned this section of the drive. Oh, fantastic! So if we can use the old camber there. He's still behind me. YOLO! So you only off-road once. That's a hunter I've landed on. I think it's a hunter anyway. I hope it is, because that's hilarious. Oh, that's not gone well. I mean, this car is totaled. There's nothing I can do which is going to end well. Is that a stealable? No, it's... So, as a controller, it's an absolute nightmare. I am just going to nick this vehicle. I need to... It's a car that doesn't stop. Is this? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Motherfucking shit!
Aha! Here we go. We have half a chance. Oh, so it looks like Paul and Jans got confused about who was who and shot each other. That's actually surprisingly helpful on my part. Oh, someone's got a truck! Why? Why would they do such a thing? Oh no! And they're taking pot shots at me. But that's fine, they're welcome to do so, because at the moment I'm not too worried about pot shots, I'm more worried about doing something stupid. Yes, I need to look up where that is, that's a really easy access to the motorway. As the controller, explaining how that's happened, because the map doesn't make it clear that you can do that, but explaining to people that they've, explaining to the hunters that the fugitive has gone onto the motorway like that, it's really difficult, and so that buys the fugitive time, and not an insubstantial amount of time either. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. So moves like that are quite powerful, quite helpful. Obviously they are going to be in high performance vehicles than I am, so I can only stay on the motorway for so long. What I'm aiming to do now, we try to keep this within the city limits, because otherwise it just starts to be a bit dull. Am I going out of bounds? I think I am. So I'm just going to turn around and come off over here. In the most dainty attempt at a handbrake turn I've ever done. Actually, I probably was still in bounds there. Ah well. Sudden turns are very good. Again, it's where it's a clearly defined thing. So if I say to you, go to the Mazebank Arena, that's in the bottom left of the map. And it's a well-defined area. If I say, well, they're on the north side of that, following the ring road, easy to follow. If I say, well, they're off-road, they're sort of 37.5 degrees to your left and 500 metres in front of you, that's really hard to work out. So, objective here, we know that they were back there, we know that they have high-performance vehicles, we know that they've taken some damage. So I'll guess that a couple of them have had to change their cars, but they are currently going to win in a straight line race. So for me, the objective here, I don't know why I bother looking both ways, For me, the objective here actually is to find a better car than this one. Eclipse Towers. Michael's house is just down there. So ordinarily, Oh, no, hang on! No, it's fine, it's fine. I thought that was a hunter for a second. That's a hunter. I think. It might not be. I'm just slightly surprised. Lester, buddy? Where are you? Well, there's one of them. Lester. And... oh, this is not easy.
Hey, how can I help?
And move on to level.
So you don't want to get in serious
There we
trouble,
go.
huh?
Okay, so let's proceed
Okay,
down this way.
leave it with me.
Okay, so let's go this way. How have I? Oh, well. It's only 1 star. Yes, the Leicester has a cooldown on it of, I can't remember how long this is, a good few minutes. So once you've removed the 2 stars already. Oh well. Once you've removed the wanted level once, you've got several minutes before you can do so again, which is inconvenient at this point. So, I'm going to try and avoid going underground. Last time I was Prey, I said I was going to try avoiding going underground, and pretty much immediately ended up having to dive into the sewers, which was somewhat unfortunate. This time, I am genuinely going to try and avoid it, where possible, because it's just that little bit too... There's 2 points to it. One is the risk factor for me. If everybody knows what's going on, they can peg all the exits very quickly because the controller can always see where I am, which means that in the time it takes me to get out of the sewers, they're going to be on top of me. If they get into the sewers, then I'm kind of penned in. I can't just go round them to get away. That's just not a thing that I can do. But the other one then is if they're not so au fait with the map, if they're not so sure, then for the controller it just looks really confusing. It looks like you're doing weird things, and it's just not fun. Me driving around in the sewers for hours on end, eventually they'll work it out and eventually something will go wrong, but it'll be probably 15-20 minutes of just pottering around in sewers, which is boring. So try and keep it in the nice foggy overground area of Los Santos, where... was that a hunter? I don't know. I get slightly puzzled sometimes by AI shenanigans. They are, should we say, an interesting bunch, are the AIs. So down there on the railroad tracks, somewhere we could go if we wanted to dive underground. But at the same time, not necessarily somewhere I actually want to go. I'm tempted to go up to the top of Red Car Park and then jump onto one of the hunters and drive off. It's showboating, not going to lie. It is... well, is it a good idea? No. Would it be funny? Yes. Maybe if I'm still alive in a bit I'll do it then. The other thing to flex, obviously, is to deliver the Simeon vehicle. Although good luck for me finding a Los Santos Customs. So I genuinely can never remember where any of them are. Even when I've got the map up, it's 50-50 whether I find one properly. Let's go this way. What's down here? I'm of course aware that over time... what's that? It's something I want, so I'm going to have it. Changing cars is... did I just hear a gunshot, or am I stupid? I might be stupid. I say might be. I know I'm stupid, but I might not have been stupid then. Changing cars every so often is helpful, especially if it's something white, because that Paul likes to drive a white Infernus, so if you sort of say white sports car, there's that potential confusion, like I think we saw earlier where Yun shot Paul. So it's metagaming it slightly, knowing what the hunters are driving and then trying to blend in. But, you know, it's something that we can do. Just to add that little bit of zestiness, shall we say. Now then. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm going to go this way again. And then I'm just going to tear back the other way down the highway. So... or am I going to go up to the... no, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to follow the plan. I was debating for a second there, going up to the hills off that way, up the next turning and herring along the top of the map there towards the casino. But, no, let's go this way. And let's go through tunnel. So, obviously the risk here is that it's quite obvious where I'm going. I'm in a tunnel. So they could theoretically get ahead of me and cut me off. However, I personally think that could be rather unlikely on the grounds that I'm moving quite quickly, and it's not always 100% obvious how these things go on the map. I mean, yes, you can see the road, you can see the tunnel and so on, but guiding people to the right point so that they'll be able to get a good shot is difficult. Okay, I'm curious about how long we've been going now. It feels like it's been a while, which is nice. My last 2 runs were very short. I tried to be clever and it didn't work. Because I'm not clever, it is known. So, let's keep going. I know there's a limit how far I can go before I start to get again on the edge of the city. And it's... we try and stay within the city. I'm looking down there thinking that's interesting. What's this sign say? Elysian Fields, Olympic Freeway. Let's go this way. The Elysian Island is... there's only 2 ways maybe on and off it. So it's not a good way to go. There are, yes, a lot of potential problems with going that way. You can get trapped in. Okay, I know that in his bill, when he's the prey, Laurence does say that he dislikes spending a lot of time on the motorway because it feels like you're just bombing it along and making it too difficult for the prey. That's police sirens. That means they're nearby. Giant lobster died. That's unfortunate. I really want to put... should we flex? Ah! We flexed the wrong way! We made a mistake. Bad things have happened. I pressed the wrong button. Oh dear. I pressed enter to start talking, not realising that that's not the button it's mapped to. And so when I pressed... I don't even know what button I pressed. I think I might have pressed F by accident in a bit of a panic. I just jumped out the car. So that's embarrassing. That's the level of intellectual capacity I have. I genuinely, not a bright person. Oh dear. So police sirens nearby, that's definitely got to be because of them, so I'm not got 1 to level, but I am very keen on getting off the highway now. So let's take this exit up here. And then let's go... ooh, I could have jumped through that, that'd be entertaining. Then let's go back through the city, I think. The time is just right. If I had a moment, I would put some more body armour on, because I've definitely taken a certain amount of damage from falling out of cars. Oh dear. See, the thing is, when this run finishes, I'm going to rejoin the Discord call, talk to the guys, and... yeah, there'll be general... a little bit... oh, hello, that's one of them there, almost certainly. There will be a general conversation about how it went. He says, getting shot at. Please don't shoot the tires out, please don't shoot the tires out. Thank you. And I won't mention the fact that I jumped out of the car whilst driving down the motorway at high speed, because that would be embarrassing. However, in a day or so, Laurence will have reviewed all the footage, and what will happen is I'll get a Discord message pop up saying, "Ha, you jumped out of the car whilst it was moving," or something like that. And I will be highly embarrassed, and it will all be genuinely hilarious. So I await that. So Laurence, when you're reviewing my footage, just go for it. Be gentle, mate. Be gentle. It's my own stupid fault forgetting what the... A, not being able to drive, and B, just forgetting what the controls are. This is the art gallery. I don't know if you can go inside that building. I'm not sure. There's red car parking. I'm going to start trying to learn where some of these landmarks are. Oh, I've lost a tyre. I've lost 2 tyres. That's unfortunate. So, let's... I just want to do it for the sake of doing it. Although this is going to go about as well as anyone can predict. I am 90% sure there is a jump on the roof, which we're going off. Is it a good idea? No. Am I going to do it? Yes. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. thank you very much, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That's role reversal. I'm going to rejoin the guys now and see how they think it went.